Welcome back to this fantastic interview we have here with you. Joining us is 2023 Ed Block Courage Award recipient for the Cleveland Browns. That would be Anthony Walker Jr. Anthony, it is great to see you. How are you doing, first off?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me for sure.
Well, we're having you as congratulations. You've been named an Ed Block Courage Award recipient for the Browns. You partake in the Cleveland Browns Courage House Providence House a Crisis Nurseries event where they honored you. Tell me a little bit, what was that night like for you?
Yeah, anytime your teammates honor you with an award like that, I think that's one of the only awards that's voted on by your peers on your team. It's definitely a good recognition to have. That night was amazing. The Providence House did a great job with the event. Understanding what it's for, and celebrating me and past winners, and the mixer was great. I had a great time. But like I said, man, that award is, obviously it's not something that you go in and you're like, I want to win the Ed Block Courage Award, because obviously, you never want to get injured and have to come back from injury. But you understand that that's part of the game, and the ability to come back and your teammates see the work that you put in and honor you with such an award. And like I said, man, the Providence House, the Ed Block Courage Foundation, all you guys do a great job. So I am thankful for this award.
Well, not only that, Anthony, you've been honored with being the Browns nomination for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. So let me ask this
Mhm.
question: you're an Ed Block recipient now, and you're a nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Just what does all of this recognition mean for you?
Yeah, for me, it's deeper than just the on field. I always prided myself on trying to leave a legacy outside of just being a football player, and that's just being an active participant in the community, my community back home, and also wherever I play. Um, just try to use my light, that God has given me, the talents, the abilities, to do things off the field that honor Him as well, and be an inspiration to the next generation. I'm really big on that, so I am thankful for both awards. You never, like I said, you never think like I'm going to get both awards. Or I'm going to get any of these awards, and like I said, the Walter Payton Man of the Year award is something that you're growing up and you play football, and I want to be a Pro Bowl. I want to win a Super Bowl and all that stuff. And I used to ask my dad, "What is the Walter Payton Man of the Year award?" And he was like, that's the award you should really want to win. That's because that's the off the field as well. That's part of your legacy. When you're done playing. So to be able to get that award and share that news with my dad was pretty special.
You mentioned earlier, and I want to circle back to it, that you never want to win the Ed Block Courage Award, and that's a line that we hear from so many guys that we talk to. The last couple years have been so injury filled for you, and I hate to bring that up as a negative, but what has that
Mhm.
process and what have you learned from these last couple years of battling back from these injuries?
Yeah, you talking about, what this is my 24th year playing football. I'd say my first four, started playing when I was four. I had my first real injury where I missed a game in my rookie year in the NFL, and I was 21. So 17 years of playing football and no injuries, never missing any time, to missing a few games my rookie year. Then I missed one game in 3 years after that, and then last year I come and I tear my quad tendon, and you miss a whole season, and that's like, you don't know what to do, right? It's just a new experience where you don't know how to react mentally, physically. You don't know how your body's going to react. Will you ever become the same player that you were? All that stuff. But I think I learned about me a lot about myself mentally, being mentally tough. I think I also appreciate my family and my friends, my teammates more than anything, because I am mentally tough because of them. They push me, they help me, they picked me up when I was down, and I am thankful for that. And I'm thankful for God for giving me these experiences, man. We never want to go through things like this, but It made me stronger. It made me, who I am. It's going to be a part of my story all my life for the rest of my life, and I can say I'm better from it.
Not to mention, like, your free agent process has had to have been
Mhm.
so much more stressful. You get signed a 1 year deal with the Browns in 21, then you get hurt. You're able to come back. What's it been like playing on 1 year contracts the last couple years here with Cleveland?
Yeah, you always want to play the game and set yourself up, for a multi-year, some security to take care of your family. And it just hasn't worked that way for me yet. I'm patient though. I know it's going to come at the right time. Um, the first year I hit free agency is COVID, the money, salary cap, everybody don't know what's going to happen. So boom, I signed a 1 year. And then the next year I signed another 1 year. And then again, I get hurt. And I'm fortunate that, the Browns, thought highly of me to bring me back for another year because, you never know how that process can go. But I'm thankful, man. One thing I'll never take for granted is being able to play this game and play it at the highest level. And at the end of the day, as long as I can continue doing that, I'm happy. Obviously, like I said, you want that security. We all play this game for that security to want to take care of your family and all that stuff and put yourself in a great position. Like I said, all I can do is be patient. Play hard when I'm out there on the field, not get hurt. Take care of my body and pray for the best. And I know God is with me, so yeah, it'll work itself out.
So one of your teammates on defense, Grant Delpit, just got a 3 year extension. This is how I'm pivoting into
Hmm.
this next question. He's also an Ed Block Courage Award recipient. He was the Browns
Hmm.
recipient in 21. What's that dynamic like between you guys, and how cool is it now to say you can look over Grant Delpit and say, I'm in the same fraternity as you. We're Ed Block recipients.
Yeah, me and Grant, we have a really close relationship. Literally consider him the little brother I never had. Great person, man. Great person. Very, like you said, persevered through a lot. With the injury early on in his career, rookie year, which is crazy, just to go through that and then battle back and have to earn your spot. And rookie years when you kind of earn your spot, you get hurt, so you got to earn it year two, and then now you got to go out and play your best ball moving forward, and he's done that. And he's like you said, that he's literally the walking picture of what you want, coming back from injury and again, just putting yourself in the best position for your family. Blessings to him, signing that contract. I know that's something that he really wanted and prayed on. He's able to live that dream of getting that second contract, so I'm definitely proud of him.
Not to mention, you play on such a good defense. I mean, do you guys honestly sit there and look at the numbers or care about what the perception is of the defense? In fact, that it's one of the best in football. Is that something you guys care about, or does it go out and play?
I think you obviously think about it. I mean, it's a social media world, where everybody tell you you're good one week and everybody tell you you suck the next week. So we obviously hear it, we see it, and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, we enjoy playing on the same. We enjoy playing on the same defense together, and that's what makes us special. Nobody's selfish. Nobody is all about themselves, and just trying to look out for themselves. We all enjoy playing with each other. We all enjoy the next person making a play or anybody making a play, and we celebrate the same way as a team. So I think that's what makes this defense special. And I mean, obviously the numbers, they come, they go, whatever. But when you enjoy playing football with one another, and you go out and you play with a purpose with one another, I think that's what makes it really special. That brotherhood is really special because of that.
Couple more questions, and then we'll get to some questions that the kids submit every year
Gotcha.
to ask you guys. So they're the hard hitting questions. Everything I'm asking you
Gotcha.
now is not. What's it like? Jim Schwartz is a Maryland guy. I actually went to Mount St. Joe's, which is a private school in Maryland. What's it like playing
Hmm.
under a Maryland guy and Jim Schwartz?
No, Jim is great, man. I think he epitomizes what modern era players coach should be. Obviously very stern and his delivery and has that old school message, but he's able to adjust with the times and what the players need and all that stuff. And I think that's what's great about him. Obviously, we have very dynamic group. When you got Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, all those guys, really big names that you have to deal with. So he understands that. He really lets you be yourself. He's all about swag and passion and energy and all that. So, and in the NFL locker room, that's all you have a lot of different uniqueness in players, from different areas, different backgrounds, and he wants that personality to be shown, and he allows that to be shown on the field. So I think I said the modern era player coach is exactly what he is.
All right, now I'm gonna quiz you a little bit, Anthony, on yourself. Do you remember?
Oh
Because
Lord,
it's such a it's such a funny thing as I'm looking through your bio and everything. Do you remember who
gotcha.
your first career interception was against?
Was that Carson Wentz in
It,
Philly?
it, it was Carson Wentz, September 23rd, 2018. Do you remember the play that you made the pick
I
on?
do remember the play. I do remember the play. I think it was, I want to say third quarter. We were they had just got the ball back, and it was in their territory, and I believe Jim Schwartz was the defensive coordinator on that team as well. So
He was. He was. That's
yeah,
part of why I brought it up. I always
yeah.
love asking you guys those questions. I do want to
I think
ask,
that was Carson's first game back too, so that was pretty special.
and you ended up being no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say you end up with teammates with Carson, or
No,
do I
I
have
left when he got to
okay.
Indy. The year he got to Indy, I was about my first year in Cleveland.
Okay, I wasn't 100% sure. I
Yeah.
do want to ask about the dog pound. What was it like the first time you played as a member of the Browns in Cleveland and you look out and you see the dog pound?
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Man, those fans are when you've been through everything as a fan, from being successful, winning to going defeated and having a parade, you're really special, right? So the dog pound, that I mean, honestly, we could talk about a lot of our team success, but it would be a failure of us to mention that the dog pound not playing a huge role into our winning right now. We feed literally off of their energy, and I remember my first day they welcomed me with open arms. My first home game there. So, like I said, man, that crowd is special. It's special to be a part of, and you want to be a part of a fan base like that.
All right. So my final question before we get to the questions submitted from the kids. What was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Uh, uh I probably had a couple if I'm not mistaken, but probably my first one. Uh, I say I was playing in the preseason, my rookie year, first game starting, first preseason game I started as a rookie, and there was a routine play, a tackle that I've made all my career, little league, high school, growing up, college, regular swing route to a running back in a flat, and I'm like, yeah, this is easy. I'm going to make this tackle, and literally just defend running back makes a move, and I'm on the ground. I close my eyes, and I'm looking up, and it's a 15-yard gain, and I'm like, whoa, he was kind of fast. Like, and it's so funny because it was Amir Abdullah, and I never forget Amir Abdullah, playing for the Detroit Lions, and I've played against Amir Abdullah when I was in college when he was at Nebraska, and I've made that tackle on him before. But obviously, like I said, man, that experience, okay, now I'm in the big leagues. I gotta do a lot more. And I'd also say, like, it's funny as we talk about the Ed Block Courage Award. I say I pulled my hamstring my first NFL game, and I had to really like wake up and say, did I do enough? Am I preparing my body enough for the speed and of the game of the NFL? So that was another wake up call moment for me too. So yeah, I've had a few. And the one thing that we always say, one thing about the NFL, no matter what age, no matter how many years you've been in the league, it's always a couple moments, where you're going to get humbled throughout the year. And it's happened this year. It's happened throughout my career. I've had a lot of highs, a few lows, and I'm still learning, but that's the best part about it, man. Football is a game of life, as my coach used to always say.
Yeah. All right, couple questions here before we get out that all the kids want to know. First question,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, what's your pregame meal before a game?
This is going to be funny. So I don't eat before the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't eat before the game. I fast from my last meal is always Friday for brunch Saturday for brunch after we do our last, team, meeting or whatever. I'll go get some brunch and I'm done for the day until the game is over. I saw Jerry Rice said he did that. And even before the Super Bowl, he didn't eat 2 days before. So I'm sticking with that routine.
Okay. What was your first big NFL purchase once you got into the league?
I bought my dad a car. Obviously I have a special relationship with him and all the sacrifices that he made for me. That was my big purchase. That was my first big purchase. Yeah, my car, the car for my dad.
All right, here we go. This is the hard hitting coming up. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, Fantasia. Grant Delpit asked me this question a couple weeks ago too for the Browns media. It's Fantasia When I See You. Actually, it's always my go-to.
All right. Now, I full disclosure, when you come in April, I might ask you to have to hit a couple bars. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Just be prepared.
I don't know.
All right. And final question. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, don't be mad at me, kids, if I don't pick your favorite. I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say cookie dough and cookies and cream.
Very, very good. Very good. Very solid answers. I like where your head's at. Well, Anthony, congratulations on being an Ed Block Courage Award recipient. Cannot wait to talk with you and hang out with you during the weekend in Baltimore.
Gotcha, my guy. Appreciate you having me.